Alright, hello everyone, it's Team Rocket Plays here with another episode in our Let's Play Minecraft Together Season 3 series here on my channel. And yeah guys, if you guys didn't see the last one, make sure to go do so. We got quite a bit done, which is something we're gonna do in today's episode as well. Hello chicken. So first of all, before we get started guys, let's go in here and say hello to Shadow. Hello Shadow. You're looking good, Shadow. Hopefully everything's good with you. How was your day? Ah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, you see me come here a few times. Also when I came in, I fed you, right? Exactly. Nice. Well, I'm glad that you're doing okay. Well, I'm off, alright? I'm gonna show you your new home, Shadow. I'm gonna show you your new home in today's episode. So yeah, you look excited. I'm excited too. So we're gonna try to go do that, alright? I'll make your own little area for all your stuff, okay? Alright, sounds like a plan. Well, I'm glad that Shadow's doing okay, guys. But here we have the board for what we need to do in today's episode. One of the things being show a new area that I found off camera, guys. I was just lighting up some areas and I ended up finding something really cool. So that's what we're gonna do after this. We also need to obviously do our storage room and Hokage base. Just like I was telling Shadow, we're gonna get our new house, and we also need to link our portal, which is much needed. You know, like I've been going through a lot of rockets just heading back and forth through the nether roof, and yeah, that's gonna fix that. So yeah, so we're also gonna supply the store, so we need to check if we made any profit or what we done, and we're gonna work on the new farm, guys. So that has something to do with the new area down here. So it's gonna be hopefully not too long of an episode like last one, but you never know, because there's a lot of work that we need to do on this one for sure. But first things first, guys, before we get started, I don't want to check what we made today. I kind of want to wait till we supply the store in order to see our profits from our store. But I heard, I forgot who it was, someone mentioned that Winnie has some new map art, and I want to go check it out. So let's head over here to her house. Here we go. And that's one. Did that torch do all that damage? It looked like the torch did all that. But here we are at Winnie's. Now let's see if she has any new map art. And to be honest, I don't remember if I bought these. These look familiar and I might have them, but you know what, I'm gonna get them regardless. Oh yeah, okay, that's the one they were talking about. I do not have that one, so for sure we're gonna get these right here. All right, so we're gonna need 8 diamonds, so they are 1 diamond each. So I believe I got this one already, but I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it. Another one of these, and I know they're 1 diamond, but come on, that's a lot of work. She's giving these really cheap, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy another one. There we go. So night camp by Winnie. We also got sunrise fisherman and candle by Winnie. All right guys, so now let's head over to the new area so I can show you what we got to work with. All right, so I got myself some frames, and I think this is gonna be the perfect area to place them in. So we got 3. So we got night camp, and we also got sunrise and a candle. So I think I want the candle at the end, I want the night camp in the middle, and the sunrise right there. Yeah, I like those like that. Yeah, they really stand out. So I'm running out of room, but I think this area right here is gonna be perfect for that. I think the more that she makes, we're gonna have to maybe place some somewhere at the top. But I think these are perfect right there, since it's more of a dead spot right here. But yeah, so for our diamonds that we made, I don't know if we made any, but yeah, we're gonna wait till we finish over there, guys, showing the new area. So let's head over there. All right guys, so here we are in the industrial area, and there's some things that have changed, you know what I mean, since last episode. We'll get to that. Some good, some bad, mostly bad, but yeah, we'll get to that. But something that I want to show to you guys, because I guess I should have talked about it when we were back home, but I realized that I was running out of glow ink sacs and I wanted some, right? So instead of like digging over there, I decided just to come over here and maybe make a farm myself. So I looked it up and I saw that they spawn, I can't remember what level that they spawn on, what Y level, but I think it's under 50 or under 30 negative. I can't remember exactly, but I decided just to make a hole straight down and maybe just make my own, you know, make like a man-made one, just dig out a whole area, just put water there and then just have them spawn, you know. So I decided just to dig down, but I encounter a problem. That right there, I encountered that there's a bunch of these water caves. I don't even know what they're called, but there's a bunch of water caves, and yeah, that's gonna defeat the whole purpose of us digging out an area if we have a bunch of these that they could just spawn in, you know, like it wouldn't work. And yeah, so it's just a giant waterway down here, and yeah, so I decided just to get a bunch of these as we're seeing some of these glow squid spawn. And we also got some axolotls that are helping out, just because they tend to kill them, and we might use them for our farm that we're going to be working on. But I don't know, we'll get to that, because I still don't really have a plan. I know what I want to do, I just don't know how to do it just yet. But yeah, it's like a giant area, which it wouldn't make sense if we, you know, like make our a giant room and put water in it when they're going to be spawning all over. So I decided just to explore a little, and then I encountered this giant cave with a bunch of mobs. So I decided just to light it up. The same thing with over here, and bam! Look what we found, guys. A lush cave. So this is the first one that I found, at least for me to explore. Usually, you know, the ones that I've seen or been in, other people got to first. So yeah, we got a giant lush cave right here, and I decided to light it up and, you know, like maybe use it for any farms that might come in handy. And then I was like, whoa, this is a big cave, and this glow squid farm would maybe be perfect for this, since I believe all the water caves are up here, not down there. So I don't know, I still need to figure it out. But I mean, the reason that I wanted to put it down here was because there was a bunch of water just going down here, like water columns going all the way to the bottom, and they seem to be spawning quite frequently when I was down there. So I was like, all right, so I think this would be a good place to put a farm. So I decided to light it up, which took me quite a bit, guys, because yeah, there was a lot of mobs, and the skeletons, yeah, they weren't my friends whatsoever. I believe I died maybe once, and I got really close to dying multiple times. Like, this took forever to find out, and I found some diamonds over there, by the way. So yeah, so I lit this whole area out, and I kind of want to make just a bunch of water columns down here. I don't know if I'm gonna look up a farm or a tutorial. I know the basics of how they work, so I'm just probably gonna go ahead and do my own. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing that in today's episode. But look at this, guys, I found these right here as well. So we got 2 spider spawners, and obviously we got a mine shaft. I forgot to mention that we do have a mine shaft. So I decided to, you know, light it up, that way I wouldn't have any random mobs spawning on me and, you know, killing me and whatnot. But doing that, I ended up finding something really cool. So if we head over here to this side, I believe is right here. So we got 1 spider. Not only do we have the ones over there, we have this one right here, and we got 2 more, guys. So we got 3. We got a 2-fer and we got a 3-fer. So yeah, look at this, all in range right here, these 3. So we might make this into a spider farm or string farm later on. But yeah, that's gonna come in handy for trading for sure. Is it just me, or do you guys see what's over there? Can look at this, look at that. We got some more diamonds. Boom. I don't know how I missed those before. I was about to start recording, and then I did the 3rd person, and look at this. Not that we need diamonds or anything like that, you know, but hey, another diamond, I don't mind whatsoever. All right, so I think now I'm just gonna go ahead and get a bunch of water buckets, and I don't know what I want to do here for the bottom, but let's just go with it, guys. So let's create our glow squid farm. After I've came for about an hour, I realized, guys, that we get around 2 stacks for every hour, which means that we get a stack every half an hour, which is not that bad, but it's also not, I wish it would have been a little bit better, but I think it has a lot to do with the axolotls themselves. Something that I noticed was that they wouldn't go after the squids right away. It would take them a minute, and even after adding 6 axolotls in total, they don't go after them right away. It takes them a while to kind of like notice them, or I don't know what the issue is there, but I also read up on them, and I guess that they do have a cooldown after they do make a kill, so it's worth having a bunch of them on here instead of just one. Let me just quickly say hey to Glorf. So yeah, so if you guys are gonna do one of these farms, I recommend just using a bunch of axolotls. At first I was only gonna have maybe 2 or 3, but then after I noticed that they weren't really like going after them, I went ahead and I added 3 more, and then that's when I looked up online and it said that they do have a cooldown. Another thing that I ended up doing as well was I ended up looking up a tutorial for a farm, glow squid farm, and I realized that they had the same basics to how it works. Let me show you guys really quick. So the way that I had it in my mind, or in my head, was just having the axolotls kill the squids just like they were doing in the cave system that we saw earlier, and then since all of the drops float to the top, I was like, I'll just have a stream that pushes them down to the side right here, where they could just fall and land on hoppers. And that's the system that I thought of doing, and guess what, guys, I guess that's one of the ways that most people have their tutorials, their farms working. And I did add some bobble columns. I did add a bunch of, I guess I don't have it on me, soul sand to one side, but I noticed that the squids do not spawn on soul sand, or bobble columns, as you may want to call it. Another issue that I had with that, maybe you guys can't see, so I apologize if you guys can't see. Another issue that I had with that was that even having the bubble, I can't even say that word, guys, I apologize, the bubble columns, or the soul sand, was that the squid would not like get pushed to the top. Like they would just kind of like glitch around as they were swimming, so it wouldn't affect them at all. It wouldn't push them up. And the reason that I wanted to add the soul sand was because I wanted, instead of using the axolotls, I wanted to use the soul sand to push the squid up, which then eventually would get pushed by the stream right here, and then I had these doors open so they would fall and land down there. But I had an issue with one of the squids. He lasted, I think, like 10 minutes, you know, down there right here with no water. So I don't know if it takes a while for them to, I don't know. I honestly don't know what the issue with them is, since I realized that when I was here, when I started this area, the streams that were coming down, there was a bunch of ink sacs on the ground. So I don't know how that works, right? Like I imagine they died because they were out of water. So I don't know what was wrong with that squid, but he took like 10 minutes in order to and die. So, and another thing that I realized, and those are the slime slime, so we'll talk about this in a minute. But then I realized that the stream does not affect them either. It does not push them. So I ran into that issue, so then I just decided just to put all the axolotls here and have them working like that. And then I just decided to close the doors right here, that way the axolotls wouldn't fit, but any items that do float down here will. So that's what I ended up coming up with here for the axolotl, or not the axolotl form. We wouldn't want that, right? For the glow squid form. So another issue that I have is these giant slimes, guys, and I do have my AFK spot right over there. You guys can see some glass. The time that I spawn, I would see giant, you know, slime cubes, and I was just like kind of like scared that they might kill me one day if I am a AFK or not. So there's a couple things that we could do in order to deal with the slime farm, or the slime spawning. One is maybe I could slap this whole area out. What's the benefit of that? They don't spawn, right? What's the downside of that is that, yeah, we don't take advantage of them spawning. Another thing is that I could just clear this whole area out, make it all nice and everything, and maybe add like an iron golem or something where they could you know, chase after and end up getting killed. So I need to figure out where they're spawning, but I feel like it's in that general area as well as this one. I haven't seen any spawn over here at all, so I imagine I need to do the chunk borders to see basically where they're spawning, and I need to slap everything else and then just make an like a slime farm or something like that. That way we could take advantage of the slime balls. But do I need them? No. So I don't know, guys. I might just do that off camera, just to, you know, since I'm down here with Kane, whenever I do so, that way, you know, at least we could get some slime balls as well. All right, so now that we're out here, guys, there's a few changes that happen, and you guys are gonna notice that we have a bunch of iron golems and some of these skeleton horses. Yeah, these guys are big trouble, guys. So there was a thunderstorm while I was AFK. There was actually a few thunderstorms that spawned these guys, and the first one I ended up killing them, but not on the second time. Yeah, they ended up killing the golem right here. The skeletons did, you know, the skeleton horse jockeys, whatever you guys want to call them. I don't know what their name is, but they ended up killing our iron golem that we had here for the slimes. Another issue that I ran into was that, you guys see that glass? There's a reason why I added that. Yep, we're down a villager. So during the thunderstorm, there was lightning that ended up hitting somewhere around here that turned on one of our villagers into a witch, which almost, you get it, which almost ended up killing this guy right here. So I had to kill the witch, and I wanted to save the witch just so you guys could see you know, what ended up happening, and caught that on camera. But he almost killed this guy by throwing poison, what are they, potions. So I had to kill it. I had to kill the witch. I had to kill the witch. And since that ended up happening, I had to come over here and breed the villagers, which I might have thrown a little bit too much bread because we got a bunch of villagers now. So I'm gonna have to get rid of some of them since we are over the cap of mobs that we have in the area, or entities. And yeah, these guys spawn a bunch of these golems. So yeah, so we're gonna have to replace that villager over there. But I was thinking of maybe having like a different type of villager. Like, I still don't know. I still need to go through some of the villager professions and see what we might use them for, since I mean, we're pretty much set with all the redstone and stuff like that. So yeah, so we're gonna have to take a guy over there, replace the other guy, and get rid of some of these right here, unfortunately. Oh, no. Look, I think, yeah, they overheard me. And I think this guy's trying to bribe me right here. This guy, he was just staring at me. He's like, hey, I'll give you 2 emeralds if you keep me. But off camera, guys, I've actually been pretty busy. Look at this. Bam, bam, bam. All of these are full of cobblestone except maybe like 2 of these. Yeah, one has stone. and partial of another one. I actually used these for the farm down there. I needed the stone bricks. But yeah, guys, so I've been busy just getting a bunch of that. I also ended up putting one of these bind farms just because they will come in handy later on if I ever need any of these for stones and stuff like that. So might as well have that going. And I believe it gives us like 7 stacks of vines every time I harvest it. I've only done it like maybe once or twice. Let me see. I've only done it once, and yeah, it gave us basically 8 stacks of vines. So yeah, it's actually pretty good so far. Other than that, I don't think I've changed anything else. And these guys are just doing work. They're also getting work done. Look at that guy. He's seen better days. But yeah, so I've been busy getting a bunch of cobblestone, guys. Why? Because we're gonna start crafting a bunch of materials. So I actually made a book, and here I have all the different items that we're gonna need, how many stacks of each to fully do a shulker of that specific item. So for example, let's go up to page 1 down here. So page 1, repeater, torches, 54 stacks of torches in order to make a full shulker of repeaters. And I'm hoping I didn't get the math right, guys. I failed every single year of math in high school, so math is not on my side. And by the way, I failed it just because I didn't do good in school. It's not because I was not bright, it was just I didn't apply myself. I didn't like school, so I didn't try, and I never did my homework. So yeah, I always failed math every single year. And then I had it for 2 years, and since I failed it 2 years, I had to take it 2 other years. And yeah, I'm surprised I graduated too, guys. Just math is not my thing, okay? So yeah, so I ended up looking this up. Guys, please don't judge me, okay? Please don't judge me. It's just I wish I could go back to school and maybe done better, you know, applied myself, because I regret it now as an adult, you know. And has it affected me? Not really, other than maybe doing something better in my life. But let's you know, maybe I wouldn't have done these videos. So it was a benefit for both of us. Okay, so yeah, so we have for example, the torches, 54 stacks. We need stone, 81 stacks of stone, and redstone, 27 stacks, which is quite a bit, you know, and especially for the comparator, which needs, not the comparator, competitor, I have no clue how to say that. What needs cobblestone? The pistons do. Look at this, 108 stacks, guys. And then the observers, we need 162 stacks. Droppers and dispensers require 189 stacks each. So yes, and then the bows are one of the hardest things. We need 729 bows for the dispensers, which I'm glad that we have these right here. So this is something that I didn't plan ahead. It was just something that I wanted just because of the sticks. But these guys are gonna come in handy, guys. Why? Because they sell bows. When I noticed that we needed so many bows when I got that list started, I realized that these guys had them. So I started trading with them, and all these shulkers up here are full of them, all the way I believe to around here. So we got plenty of bows, at least for now. But yeah, that's a lot of bows that we need in order to make the dispensers. But I'll just be doing this off camera and trading and stuff like that. Another thing was I went ahead and I bought these 2 shulkers that were 3 emeralds each for the whole box, guys. So a whole box. So yeah. And then also bought this one for 8 diamonds, which was full of wool. But yeah, so look at this. Also started trading for some lapis, and I wanted to test something really quick, so I'm gonna grab 2 of these really quick, and I want to test them on these right here. So I do have this elytra that has seen better days. So it has 77 before it breaks. So I kind of want to try it out to see if, you know what I mean, if we're gonna be able to repair, or how much it takes in order to repair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this really quick, and I don't have anything on me. I ended up equipping it by mistake, but look at this, guys. I only used 1 and it completely filled it up. So yes, these come in handy. I believe the pickaxe takes 2, but at the same time, mine are not regular diamond tools. I do have netherite tools, so yeah, I guess that's the thing. Like, I can't remember how much a netherite ingot adds, you know, to the durability, but I'm pretty sure it's quite a bit. So yeah, I think selling these for a diamond a stack are really in handy. So we might have to advertise these a little bit more. But yeah, guys, so now I guess it's just a matter of crafting some more items. And something else that I ended up doing was these right here. So I ended up numbering them. Hello, buddy, you seen better days. Here. You need some of these, buddy. Here. I don't know if they do anything, but here, you need a lot of them. No, guys, I know you need iron in order to help these guys out. Oh, I was gonna say, but I don't have any. There you go, buddy. Don't say I haven't done anything for you. But yeah, so I ended up numbering these. Here we have torches, number 2 repeaters, 3 comparators and stuff like that. So I guess we could start just getting a bunch of supplies. That way we could resupply the store. Guys, it's not my day. It's just not my day. I don't know how long I was actually watching the tour that Suma did on this server. And while I was AFK getting a bunch of stone, so I filled this chest right here of redstone torches. I also, let's just say hi to everybody that's joining at the moment. We need it too, because if we look at the repeater one, we need 54 stacks of torches, which is 2 shulkers of redstone torches. We need 3 shulkers of stone, which is 81 stacks, and then we need redstone 27 stacks. So I spent a long time just doing these, mainly on the stone, and so I was able to get this. And little did I realize I had stone right here, so I could have done a little bit more than that, right? But it's all right. I was watching the stream, so it was pretty cool. All right, so yeah, so then I got 2 stacks of redstone torches. We got 3 stacks of stone, and then 27 stacks of redstone dust, and that's gonna be it for the repeater. So let's check it out, guys. Hopefully that equals to 1 full shulker of repeaters, which is, where's the repeaters at? Right here. So obviously I do have some already, but I'm gonna use one of these shulkers, one of these empty ones, to make sure that that's what we end up at. All right, guys, so I got the last of the supplies, and hopefully it all adds up and it's all gonna work out. So that's everything, all the torches, all the stone, and all the dust. And perfect. All right, guys, I did it. My math was right, finally. There you go, teacher. That's what you get. All right, so yeah, that was for my teacher, guys. She didn't like me for obvious reasons, right? I was never in class, and yeah, so that wasn't good. She didn't care for me, but it's okay, it's okay. So yeah, so we got a full shulker of repeaters, guys. So all that work just for this. Obviously I'll do this off camera. I just wanted to do this one just to show you guys, and then I'll just put all the rest in here. That way yeah, if I ever need some, they're gonna be right here. But once we do that for all the different chests, you know, it's gonna be easier just to resupply, because I won't have to do this too often. I'll do the same thing that I do with the ancient debris, where I only put out a certain amount of product, and then, you know, slowly bring it out, not like every single day stock it up, because yeah, it's not gonna last. So let's take some of these supplies and head over, and maybe we could hopefully make some diamonds on the ones that we did put out. So let's head over to our shop. All right, so we're back home. Let's check out, see if we have any profit, guys, in our shop. It's actually been a while since I've been over here, so I guess we can head up. Now selling redstone. Okay, so we haven't sold none of that. Yep. How did I know? We were gonna fully sell out of our ancient debris. Good thing is that I still have some. All right, so I think we should be fine with just 20 at the moment. And let me just make my pattern that I like doing for some reason. This is my go-to now. There's like nothing to it. I just like it because it has these like a zero right here with these 2 things over here on the side. Like, I don't know if you guys are able to see that, but let's just go ahead. And then usually I'll put like an extra, actually let me do it just because I kind of have to now, since I've been doing this for so long. There we go. So that's my pattern that I like to make. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to go ancient debris mining. It's been a while since I've done that, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go do that. So far guys, we have 48 diamonds, and now this is where we realized that we didn't sell any redstone, and yeah, maybe the price is too high, but hopefully not. Like I said, to me it was good. It's a lot of work, so hopefully people like gotta appreciate that, because yeah, if not, I'm just gonna have to sell redstone, just the dust and blocks on their own. But I think now that I remember, never mind, we did sell some, because Spy ended up coming by, even dropped a tip. He gave me they gave me like 13 diamonds or 10 diamonds, I can't remember, as a tip. So yeah, they said they came and they bought some, so hopefully yeah, it's quite a bit. Whoa. Yeah, so no doubt guys, there's no doubt that they're gonna sell. Okay, yes. Whew. Wow, that's a lot of diamonds right here guys. That's a lot of diamonds, and I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to resupply, but that's a lot. All right, so let's check it out. So we had 48 diamonds, right? So we do this, that's a stack right there. Wow, so we ended up making 3 stacks plus 5. Wow, that's a lot of diamonds. So we made over two stacks right here in this area on itself, and I thought that it wasn't gonna sell guys because of the price, but yeah, we sold quite a bit, and I think some of that has to do obviously with this sign, but I realized, let me just put these away, that our book now says that we are selling all the items that we had put previously on the last episode. So let's go ahead and go into ours, which is right here. So now we are able to see that we sell ancient debris, quartz ore, gravel, redstone, XP bottles, glowstone, dead bushes. So I might make that a little bit better just because it looks really simple, but wow guys, so I can't even remember how I stocked these areas, so let me do that really quick, and then hopefully I at least have some stock to put in. Although I did craft some more items. Where do I have some? So look at that, the repeaters. I didn't do any pistons, but I did do some dispensers because I felt like last time that's what they ended up selling, or we ended up selling. Also got a bunch of redstone blocks, so we'll see how it goes. So let me restock really quick. All right, so I restocked what I was able to do. So I was able to get this much. So a good thing was that oh wait, no, we're missing actually a stack. I'm glad that I checked again. That would have been good. So yeah, so we got almost a whole row of dispensers, and yeah, we're just missing 32, but that should be good for right now. And then also a whole row of droppers. So let me just make sure that they are what they are. And also right here with the target blocks, I didn't expect these to sell, to be honest. I don't really know like what people would use them for, but yeah, so at least we got some more of that. We do have some redstone blocks and some pistons as well, although yeah, no sticky pistons, but it's easy to make sticky pistons because they could just go ahead and get some slime and do them themselves. So that's something I need to work on. But yeah, so we got a bunch of repeaters now guys. So I added 2 rows. I added one here and I added one over here as well with the comparators, and we got plenty of stock. So if we check, yeah, look at that, we still got a lot more. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that off camera, just completely fill those with redstone and just go from there. But yeah, so now we're fully stocked in this area. I'm not gonna add too many redstone torches just because they could always do them with the redstone down here, so it kind of works out overall. The servers are one of the things that I feel like will sell the most, so yeah, we're gonna have 2 rows of that. So over here guys, I did forget my shulker box to restock this area, so unfortunately I'm not able to do that at the moment, but at least we still got plenty of stock. So yeah guys, so in total we made 3 stacks of diamonds, which is crazy. It's loco, it's just out of this world. So that makes just short of 22 blocks. Bam. Bam! There, that's quite a lot, guys, but it kind of makes sense. But yeah, so let's cross off right here from our board. So we still need to do the storage room slash Hokage base. We supplied the store, so we could take this down. And no, I do not want to write anything. The farm that I was talking about was the one that we worked on, which we did already as well. We need to link our portal, and to show you the new area, we just did that as well. So it's just a matter of finishing up our base, guys, and that's about it. So let's go ahead, because it's a lot of work. It's huge. It's like 50 times bigger than this one. So let's go ahead and do that. Before I showed you the base completely done, guys, not completely because I still need to do the inside, but I have done a little bit more since the last time that I recorded that time lapse. But we're here back at home in our bulletin board, and the last thing we need to do, guys, yes, link the portal, but storage room, Hokage base. Like, I still need to do the storage room, but I didn't mean to like completely finish it. I just meant to do the actual building. So we did that, and now let's link our portal. All right, so I believe we need a block of gold, right, in order to do this. And I believe I'm gonna do mine right here. And I remember them saying something about you coming out on the left side of the portal. So this is south, this is west, north, east. So it's on that side. Okay, I'm glad that I are we gonna have to do it over here? I mean, that's fine, right? Like, there's no issue with that. All right, so maybe right there. Yeah, so I first I was planning it right there, but it doesn't really matter. If anything, this area might be a little bit better because when we come out, we see this right here. So we're gonna leave that. I do have the wand, Lambie Portal wand right here, one-time use. Oh, is there someone online that I might feel comfortable asking? I might ask Sturgill. I don't know if Spy's online. Ooh, so let me ask really quick. in the chat. All right, so I got some clarification from Spy. He's the best, guys. He always helps me out when I need him. He's always there. So here we have it. We have to right click it. We click on this, and then we're I left click. Hopefully that didn't mess anything up. I'm gonna leave it here, and then I'm gonna go over there to the other side, place the other one, and place it there as well. So let's just go ahead and do it once. Nothing happened, so I'm hoping I did it right. All right, guys, let's head out to the other one and hope that it actually worked. Let's place the block here. Add a mini jump, and I think this is gonna be a good spot since I want to make the desk here for the Hokage, right? Since he's kind of like looking into the village on that side, and then this is just gonna be that. So hopefully it works. It doesn't work. No. I think the schematic mod is messing with this, so I might have to check that. But the thing is, guys, that I thought I had a different wand. I don't know where this one came from, and that's Lambie wand. All right, so out here I have all my chests where I was gathering all the materials. So these are just the sticks. That's the Invisi wand, so that can't be the portal wand. I think the schematic mod is probably messing with it. So Spy just let me know that it's probably an issue with the Limatica. I set mine to a wooden hoe. Oh, that's perfect. It does, because every time whenever I'm like chopping trees or something like that and I get sticks, it always messes, because it does like do that at the bottom. And I didn't know that you could switch it, so that's actually gonna be a really good idea. So let me do that really quick, and yeah, let's try to do our portal. Oh, that worked. Okay, so I got a message from Thorjo. Sorry, was reading your whisper. Turning render of Limatica off normally should do the trick, and I went ahead and do that, and now it actually works. So I think I'm not gonna look into the changing into like a wooden hoe or something, because I mean, if I could do that, that's actually really quick, and it's really easy to just get a stick instead of a hoe. It just saves some space, you know, in general. So I think I'm gonna keep it like that. So thank you, Thorjo. All right, guys, so we're gonna have to do that all over, so let's go ahead and do it. You're welcome. Oh, but the thing is that Spy said to do it at our first base, and then this one, I don't know if they'll have an issue with it, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just go back home and do that. All right, so here we are back home, guys. We're gonna do this. Okay, home location set. It worked, and I'm glad that I did this because it says home. So I think we were meant to do this first. It's working. Let me make sure that I'm not using that. I don't have it in my hotbar or anything like that. And thank you, Miss Clementine, for letting me use your portal for all this time. I might give her some diamonds for that, because it has really helped me, like big time. It saved me so much time doing this. So let's just go back there. And here we are. There we go, guys. All right, so I don't want to show you guys really. Just playing. Here I have it, guys. The only thing that I did was really extend dirt all around. All right, so here we are. Let's do this. Bam! Portal created, and my wand disappeared. Why? All right, so now let's test it out, guys. Hopefully it does work. I'm a little bit nervous. I've done this before last season, but yes, it worked. I did this, so it does push you towards the east side. So it was good that I switched it, or else we would have landed in the tree right there. So unfortunately, it wasn't where I really wanted it, because I just wanted to go like straight, you know, in and out. But that works. It still works. That's fine. So the reason that I didn't do it like right here just to walk into it is because if I ever for whatever reason come this way or accidentally shift this way, I don't want to go into the portal. Like, in order to do so, I need to jump. Oh, it works. It works. All right, guys, we made it. This is one of the biggest things, one of the things that I needed the most. I'm only like a rocket away from our industrial area, so it's just something that I needed. But this whole time I probably wasted like 10 stacks of rockets, guys, since I started this, for the reason that I wanted to do this on camera. So it took a while, and yeah, so I actually got a surprise as well on the next episode. We got a tour of a base, and I'm excited to show you guys. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording my voice. I was just recording. It was really late night. It was unexpected, and Seesaw actually gave me a tour of her base, and yeah, I decided to record it. So we'll see that on the next episode. But that's gonna be it, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos, and I guess I just got you guys on the next one. Team Rocket Plays out.